my channel. My name is Ruby, and from the title you already know that this video is all about making your own DIY planner for new year, for the coming new year 2021. Now I know there were quite a lot of memes on people who bought planners in year 2020, and some of them made me laugh as well. But if you think there are so many people who have done so well during this year because they planned it really well. If you just look around yourself, you'll see so many small scale businesses that have come up. There's so many people who have come up with variety of side hustles and whatnot. I mean, the list is endless. So moral of the story is, no matter how the year was, people who have planned it well, they have achieved so many things. So yeah, without digressing much, let's just dive into the video. I did a similar video last year as well. I will leave the link for it on the top here, so that if you want you can check it out. So this year I have kept a lot of sections same as it was last year, but I have added few more new sections as well based on my experience during the whole of the last year. So there are a lot of old sections, but there are new sections as well. As in, I've added few, a couple of, not a lot, but a couple of new sections in the planner as well. So without digressing any further, let's just dive into the video. So first things first, you will need a notebook or a notepad to make your planner. I got mine from Paper Club, and to my surprise, the notebook that I ordered came as checkered. Turns out I ordered a checkered one. God knows why, but we'll have to make do with this one only. I wanted a plain one, so we can't do anything about it. So yeah, so moving forward, I'm going to decorate the top of this notepad or notebook. Let's call it a notebook for the rest of the video. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my old stickers, which is from my last year planner. I'm sticking it randomly on the cover page of the notebook. So this is no rhyme or reason. I'm just doing it just to give a good look to the planner, you can say. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just roughly writing 2021 in the middle because that's where I'm going to write 2021 later. So moving on, we're going to start off with the introduction page, where I'll be simply writing the details of the person who's using the planner. So I'm just mentioning simple terms here, like this planner belongs to, and then the address, email address, website, phone number, and all the important details. I'm just leaving a place to mention all of those in the introduction page. Moving on to the next section, the next page I'm dedicating it to my yearly goals. So I have two categories of goals. The first one is financial goal and personal goal. I think last year I made more categories, but it didn't make sense. So this year I'm just going ahead with just two categories, financial and personal. Now this is a new section that I've added, which is lesson learned in 2020. This was not there in last year's planner, and I thought it's a good way to reflect on the last year, and whatever you've learned or your thoughts or your observations, you can just list it down here. So moving forward, we come to the monthly section. So I'm just mentioning here January 2021, and again we are going to start off right from the goals here. And now for monthly goals, I have different categories. I have more categories here than the yearly goal, because I feel that you can micromanage your goals monthly rather than yearly. So I've created 4 categories here: career, health, self-care and finance. So these categories are self-explanatory. I have nothing to explain here. If these categories don't make sense to you, you can create your own category. That's the beauty of creating your own planner. You can just change wherever you want to. So moving forward, I have my next section, which is expense tracker. This also I had last year and I'm going to have it this year as well. It is actually a good way of tracking your expense. I know there are so many apps available, and nowadays we pretty much do everything online, so just a glance at our inbox or phone will tell you what all you have spent. But still, it's a when you write it down, you actually realize how much are you spending. So it's a good way of tracking your expense. And next we have my no expense days. Again, this is continuing from my last year's planner. This is something I really enjoyed last year, so I'm going to continue this year as well. Moving on, I have a new section here. This section was not in my last year's planner. I have named this section as experience/travel bucket list. Experience/travel because I'm not sure how much are we going to travel this year as well. Things don't look that good as of now, but yeah, hoping for the best. That's why I've written experience/travel. And the next is important dates to remember. So last time I had a different format for that. It didn't work out that much. It took one full page and I barely wrote anything in that, so I'm leaving half of a page for that, so that you can at the start of every month you can just come here and mention all the important dates for that month, your birthdays, anniversaries, important dates where you want to set reminders or something like that. So this section is for that. The next section is the most important section, which is my gratitude list. This was there last year, this is there this year, and I feel this will always be a part of my planner, and I always leave one full page for it. And it's a monthly thing. You can do it on a daily basis also. You can just come here and write 1 sentence or 2 sentences every day. I'm sure all of us, each one of us, have something or the other to mention here. So this, I don't think so this is ever going to go away from my planner. So those were all the monthly things that I wanted to do at the start of the month. Now I'm creating the dated section, which is like 1st January, and then I'm just giving half page for each day. So 1st January, and then below that I'm gonna mention 2nd January, and then 3rd January, 4th January, and like that onwards. So another section that I have this year, which was not last year, is a monthly review. So this section is just to review on the month, reflect on the month. How did your month go? Did you achieve your goal? How was your expenditure and everything? Just like a reflection on the whole month. Now going forward, I'm just jazzing up the planner a little bit. If you know calligraphy or drawing or painting, you can do that. I don't know a lot of that, so I'm just using stickers and I'm just pasting it here and there just so that I can give some aesthetics to it. So let's do a final review of the planner. I'm a huge promoter of making your own planner for reasons out there known to everybody. I think you can customize it as per your needs and as per your what are your aspirations for the year, so you can customize your planner by yourself. So I feel making your own planner makes a lot of sense, but there are a variety of planners out there in the market. So if you don't want to make it yourself, you can easily buy from a bunch of options available online. But yeah, I mean, making your own planner gives a different thrill altogether, and basically nobody knows your needs better than you yourself. So I feel that if you're making something for your own self, it is highly customized for you. So what works for me might not work for you. So maybe there's some section which works for me and it doesn't work for you. So you there at that point, so there in that particular section, maybe you don't have to really go ahead and copy exactly what I'm saying. You can introduce your own section which might not be relevant to me. So that's the whole funda of making your own planner, and that's why I recommend making your own planner, and that's why this video. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, very important. And let me know if you're making your own planner this year or if you're buying one online. Either case, if you're buying, let me know which one is the planner that you found most useful and you're going to buy it this year as well. And if you're making, definitely do tag me in your pictures on Instagram. I would love to see what you have made for your planner. That was it for this video. I will see you soon in another video. Till then, bye.